Oh, we live? Okay. I didn't know we were on. Well, there it is. Michael Vick is your new Fox NFL analyst. Congratulations to Michael Vick. Why did he get this promotion? Well, it's very simple. Michael Vick went on television and said Colin Kaepernick needed to cut his hair. And you know what they said? Congratulations, Mike. You did it. Congratulations. Here's your prize. You got a job, man. You got a job. That's what they did for Mr. Vick. What you mean slow news day? No, it isn't no slow news day. It is if you on everyday struggle. They had an everyday struggle. I saw they show today. And it was like, oh my God, what is this? This is actually real talk. Complex was weak today. They knew it was weak. When the people that's doing the show is not even in the show, you know it's weak. Joe Budden sitting there like, man, my jokes are just corny today. And they's like, what is it with Tuesday today? It's a weak show. Whenever they start talking about movie reviews like It, I'm like, It? Charlie Manson and Uzi. I'm like, what? Charlie Manson and Uzi? What is y'all talking about today? Show is crazy today. So Michael Vick decides to sell out Colin Kaepernick by telling him he need to get a haircut. And everybody talking about what he need to do that'll probably get him in the league. When in actuality, he ain't done nothing to get him out of it. He didn't go to jail. He didn't commit a crime. He didn't fight dogs. This just lets you know you could be forgiven for anything in the world except for pissing off the NFL. This man fought dogs. Said he electrocuted dogs. Got forgiven about it. Everybody went to bat for him. The brothers took his side. They tried to make him the face of dog fighting. Dog fighting still going on in the South. Has they did anything to try to stop it? No. Because they know who really runs those organizations. And they don't have the same complexion as Michael Vick. So yeah, let's try to bring him down. Make him the face of dog fighting. So when you see Michael Vick, forget that he was the highest paid quarterback in the NFL at one point. Forget that he was worthy of the contract that he got. Forget all the things he accomplished while he was there in the NFL. Change the game. Forget all those things. And make him the face of dog fighting. We took his back. When everybody dumped on him, the brothers had his back. When they dumped on Michael Vick, we went there and had his back. But when it was time for him to have a brother's back, he couldn't do that. Because he wanted a job. And they awarded Toby, got him in a suit and tie, and there you go. There you go. That's your man's. But see, this don't surprise me. Because we've seen this done already. Didn't his boy Ray Lewis just get a job on Showtime? Inside the NFL. In the commercial, they clown him as a coon. All of them shuckled and jived so they can get a job. And that's what they ended up with, a job. Something that can be taken back from them when they don't toe the line. Mm, mm, mm. They beating him into submission. They really haven't beaten him into submission. You see, when he thought he did that, he had the support of the brothers. So he was gonna always be all right. But rather than trust that, Mike wanted to get back on top and do whatever he had to do to get there. Putting on all these charities events, doing all the things they wanted him to do when he is not even close to the face of dog fighting. He gotta go. He tried to get a dog. They tried to ban him from getting a dog. He can't own another dog and all this craziness. It was nuts. But when all that went down, we had his back. When all the things went bad, who had his back? We did. But he turned his back on us. Oh, yeah. He played the part. He came out and said Cope needed a haircut. Oh, well, you know that. But
how did our team decide to honor
who
the
did he
40th
get it
anniversary
from?
of Inside the NFL? A mascot tryout, naturally.
Saints in the NFL every year to talk about, whoa, I'm already Mike. Are you freaking kidding me? For the 2017 season, these two guys, hey, what's this? Are we really going to give this guy a job? So, did I get the gig or what?
Ray Lewis joins Inside the NFL Tuesday, September 5th at 9 on Sky to honor the 40th.
Did you see that? His counterpart did the same thing. Look how they treat him.
Anniversary of Inside the NFL.
Look how they treat him.
A mascot tryout, naturally.
Saints in the NFL every year to talk about, whoa, I'm already Mike. Are you freaking kidding me? For the 2017 season, these two guys, hey, what's this? Are we really going to give this guy a job? So, did I get the gig or what?
Ray Lewis joins Inside the NFL Tuesday, September 5th.
Yeah. So when you see that, did I get the job? Yeah, you got the job. You got the job. You and Michael Vick, y'all both got the job. Oh, and did he deliver on the job? What did he do as soon as he got there? First thing he want to do is talk down on Colin Kaepernick. I had you a job. I could say I had you a job. But when you put out that racist picture, now they was like, how you gonna crucify Ray Lewis when he out there fighting for you? So what he's trying to say is, because somebody who's not Colin Kaepernick put a picture up because she's his girlfriend. And that was just fuel for people who don't like Colin Kaepernick to try to use that excuse. See, if his girlfriend would have kept her mouth shut, he would have been in the league. Now that's just an excuse. Come on, man. Y'all know that. If they wanted him on the team, he would be on the team. Period. Because Wes Welker's wife said worse things to him, and he never went on television and said a word about her. Because she's white. His girlfriend you didn't hear it come from him. So you gonna say because Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend put up a tweet on Twitter that y'all so little that y'all wouldn't put somebody on the team that was gonna help your team. That's because he is a coon. See, that nobody worries about a lie. People worry about the truth. When you tell the truth, it hurts their feelings because they know you right. They just mad that you put a light on the truth. People get mad. They don't get mad over lies because they know in their heart it ain't true. So they don't really get mad at it. They just be like, oh, that's a lie. But when you tell the truth about somebody and they don't want you to know, and you put a light on the truth, they get mad. That's why you saw Ray get mad. Because they put a light on it. So now the whole world gonna see Ray Lewis as what he is. See, he was supposed to be what he was, but you weren't supposed to know it. Now, they didn't put a light on it. Now what you do that for? Everybody gonna see I'm a coon. But Wes Welker's wife went on Twitter and said Ray Lewis How is he a role model and he got 6 kids with 4 wives? And he beat a murder case and paid a family off. She put that on Twitter. That was way worse than that photograph. There was no response from Ray Lewis. When Wes Welker wife sent that message to you, no response from Ray Lewis. You know what he did? He waited and did it all behind scenes, closed doors, and they made her issue out an apology. Did they say Wes Welker, he couldn't get a job because of that? He went to Denver, signed a contract, nobody said a word. So if his wife words didn't hurt Wes Welker, how in the world does a girlfriend of Colin Kaepernick hurts him? I don't get it. I don't get it. It don't make sense. But nobody said nothing when she said that about Wes Welker. About Ray Lewis back then. Ray didn't say nothing. The league didn't say nothing. Nobody said nothing. It was in the press and it's out there. You can go look it up on the internet and see what happened. But nobody said nothing when it happened because he's white. And when you're white, it's like always having $5 in your pocket. You can get away with it all. Nobody cares. But if he's black, he gotta magnify. We know the game. Nope, didn't open his mouth about it. Let him go on Inside the NFL and answer that question. Did he go out and say, Wes Welker, he good enough to be in the league, but he can't because his wife didn't say it these words? I'm not really happy about it, Ty B. I'm not really happy about it. I don't want to see J.J. Abrams again. That's telling me Luke Skywalker finna die in episode 8. Because I can't see Luke Skywalker working with J.J. again. So that's how I feel about that. What life do I have to be about? So when people talk about Michael Vick and all the things he's doing, I'm like, Ray Lewis did the same thing. Stephen A. Smith did the same thing. When it was time for them to man up, they didn't man up. Now, this may come as a shock to you, but Stephen A. Smith isn't a coon. Stephen A. Smith was never like that. Michael Vick, they promoted him to an NFL analyst because he did all the right things. He said all the right things. He was against Colin Kaepernick. Now me, I'm not a big Colin Kaepernick fan. Y'all know that. As a football player, what he did, how he did it, what's he been doing, all that stuff, is all the liberals getting involved and pulling the strings. That brother could have ate a lot of different ways. See, that's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe you can't work, you can't get no money, we'll starve you to death. Michael Vick ain't never have to take that. Michael Vick had money. Michael Vick was supported by the brothers. Michael Vick had a reality show. Michael Vick had things going for him. See, there's a thing that says, like, if you're not going to be with it, stay out of the way. People act like, and that's what they push the narrative of it, man. If you don't toe the line with them white boys, then you're going to lose the money. And that's what they keep you in fear of with money. Like, we going to drain you out. You might won't get as much as you needed or much as you have, but there's money to be made. He could make money just touring, doing autographs and stopping at conventions in the hood doing stuff. He can get paid for that. It probably wouldn't be as much as he would if he was on that plateau. But what they want is the recognition back. When you've made $600 million a year, your lifestyle changed. You don't want to go back down. You don't know how to live down. So you're going to do anything you can to maintain it. Colin has nothing. Colin has millions of dollars. Millions. So you talking about somebody who's not starving. You think Colin Kaepernick's not making money right now? You're out your mind. Colin Kaepernick has not even touched his money. The liberals are making sure he's taken care of. Colin Kaepernick don't have to do anything but just stay in the position he's in. He wants to play in the NFL. What's up, Keefe Murray? Michael Vick played in the Super Bowl? What are you talking about? Are you talking about Cap? Yeah, Cap's terrible play cost Randy Moss the Super Bowl. I don't forget that one bit. But it's what he is. He's an average quarterback to me. He's very limited, and his athletic ability is what got him in the league. But that's beside the point. Tricky Vicky got an analyst job because he spoke against Colin Kaepernick. Everybody know that. Michael Vick has been on ESPN. He became a Cub fan, and I told y'all then. I'm like, Michael Vick then switched up and became a Chicago Cub fan. Just jumped the bandwagon. Admitted it. Like, yeah, I'm riding the bandwagon. He jumped right on the bandwagon. Why would you love that he got McNabb traded from Philadelphia? You must be from Philly, because to say something that dumb, because only thing McNabb did was take y'all to a Super Bowl and take y'all to like 7 Eastern, like National Conference Championship game. Something you've never been back to since you've gotten rid of him. You guys haven't had a quarterback since. But yet, you want to talk about Donovan McNabb. How about the fact was you didn't support Donovan McNabb? What players did you ever give Donovan McNabb? Look what he took to the championship. Look what he took to the Super Bowl. He got one receiver his entire career. And that was, what's his name? T.O. T.O. played 1 year and they went to the Super Bowl. And the next year he was gone. So you tell me, what did they do for Donovan McNabb in Philadelphia? What players did they give him? Everybody they had was players they normally drafted and they just had to work with. They had Avant on the team. They got all them players, they went other places, they just became regular average wide receivers like they've always been. And he's put up all those stats with the players that he had. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. The Falcons this year, their problem is still going to be Matthew Ryan. Matty Ice. Matty Ice, if you get pressure on Matty Ice, he freezes up. And that's his problem. They got one of the best dual running back combinations in football. Matter of fact, they do have the best. And they're going to run into a brick wall, and that's going to be it for them. The Oakland Raiders. I mean, they're a playoff team to me. They should be able to win the division. When you got a coach like Jack, finally they got a real coach. And Hugh was very, very good for the team because he's good at scouting talent. And he was going to turn the Cleveland Browns around. But Jack Del Rio is the best coach they could get. And he fits the Raiders nation. Plus, the thing about Jack is a winner. That's what he's known to do. Win. See, this season in the NFL is going to reveal a lot of things. You're going to start to see, this season, you're going to see a lot of teams that you normally would write off your sheet as losers. You're going to see them win. So, Jack wasn't garbage in Jacksonville. He never was. So, when you look at Jack Del Rio and you say he's garbage, I don't see how you say that. Jack Del Rio was great when he was in Jacksonville. He took a team to didn't they go to the championship game? Almost went to the Super Bowl. 2 expansion teams. Was that Jack who was coaching there? Well, Marvin Lewis, the thing is that he's shown he can't control his team. Like, he can get the horses to play. But when it matters, their conduct puts them out of play. They don't respect the coach enough to not go over the line and do something stupid. And Cincinnati, they just keep beating themselves. And they keep believing in Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton is not going to get you to the promised land. He just can't. He's an average quarterback at best. He doesn't have the intangibles to get you there. See, all these quarterbacks, Andrew Lucks, the Andy Daltons, they give them these contracts, and it's like, we like them. But they don't never have to prove. Andrew Luck ain't done nothing since he been in there. He had one hot season. Other than that, Andrew Luck has been hurt and has been average since he's been in there. What has Andrew Luck done in the last 3-4 years? But do you hear them bashing Andrew Luck? You must be from Philadelphia, Jacob. Must be. Carson Wentz is the truth. When Carson Wentz gets you to the playoffs and win a playoff game, then you start telling me about is he the truth. But that's funny. Carlton Wentz or whatever. Carson Wentz, he's supposed to be the truth. And he only played like, what, a season and a half? And he was average. But you talk about Donovan McNabb? That's how disrespectful y'all are. And that's why, how many Super Bowls Philly got? That's why. Because you don't hold your team to the fire. And when you don't hold your team to the fire, you get what you got. All they did was compete every year, ride McNabb all the way to the championship game, never gave him enough tools to get there. And what did he do? Win games for you. He did what he did to get the Eagles to the Super Bowl again. He led a game-winning drive, gave y'all the lead against the Cardinals. All y'all had to do was stop the Cardinals from getting in the field goal range to winning the game. They get the ball back. All you needed was a stop. Defense didn't get a stop. They kicked the field goal to go to the Super Bowl. And they beat the Eagles, the Arizona Cardinals, to play the Steelers. That's what Donovan McNabb did. And y'all sat there and didn't even realize he did that. He led all the way down the field, got y'all a touchdown. Nobody remembers that. Then the next year they got completely blitzed in the championship game again. And what happened? Y'all blamed Donovan McNabb. Never got him any help. Got him one receiver his entire career. One receiver his entire career. Other than that, you couldn't name a receiver that he got that's gone to the Pro Bowl or going to a Hall of Fame. He had T.O. 1 year, and they went to the Super Bowl. 1 year. His best receiver was a running back. Never gave him anything. Exactly. If you'd have gave him a quarter of what Peyton Manning had, they would have won 4 championships. Donovan McNabb was a much better quarterback than Peyton Manning. Much better. Jason Avant from Dalton, Illinois. I'm already floating, Penny. Look. Oh, I'm floating. I'm floating. Time to float. That's like my favorite part, favorite line in the movie. I pay my money again just to hear him say that. Time to float. What about the sorry Bears? What about them? I know they sorry. You must think I'm delusional or something. They won't win more than 5 games. Matter of fact, I got big money on it saying the Bears don't win more than 5 games. You know what Bears fans gonna say? Just because we ain't playing Trubinsky. That's the Bears. That's the Bears. And that's Bears fans. Well, Colin Cowherd he's a what if guy. He's not somebody you take seriously. He's a guy that comes up with great hypothetical situation. What if you took a lion and mixed him with a panda bear? Would he be standing on 2 legs with a furry back? What if? Just think about it. All the destructive power of a lion, but now he's standing on 2 legs. And he's about 10 feet tall. What if? That's Colin Cowherd. Colin Cowherd does not talk with facts. He talks in hypothesis. So him saying the Eagles in the power ranking is number 3 just goes to show you what he really is. That's exactly how he thinks. That's funny you say that because Donovan McNabb was one of the most accurate quarterbacks in football history. From touchdown to interception ratio, he used to lead the NFL in accuracy. You see, this is what I'm talking about. People don't know. Y'all act like Donovan McNabb used to just throw a lot of interceptions. That's funny, Eric Johnson. When I do album versus albums, y'all don't watch them. So, I don't know. I guess I got to do them live or something. And good old boy Bernard Hopkins always going after Donovan McNabb. Come on, man. Straight Outta Compton or All Eyes on Me. Which one was a movie? That was the one that won. One was a long music video, and one was a movie. Well, Steve McNair was completely like, man, Steve was a legend, man. That you can't put it no other way. On the court, on the field, he was a legend. He got mixed up with a crazy woman, you know. And that's the risk you take when you're an athlete and you out here dealing with these women. You know, they get attached and you in a situation and she thought like he's leaving me. So she shot and killed him. And then she killed herself. So she could always be in his arms, you know, just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's why I'm very protective of myself. You gotta watch who you sleeping around, and you don't really know these crazy women. Some of these women are emotionally nuts. And that's why I had to cut, sever, and ties with. As soon as I see that beyond crazy, now I can deal with a little crazy. But when I think like it's 4 a.m. and you still like, I haven't been asleep because I've been watching your timeline. I'll be, yeah, I think maybe I should just cut the ties right here. When you got people doing that, and I'm like, wait a minute, are we dating? How did this? When did this happen? Did I make you my woman for some reason? 'Cause I don't think I did. I didn't get that memo. In the end, you're going to see what's real and what's fake. Colin Kaepernick, the NFL made this a bigger issue than it needed to be. Because what point did you prove? You still got players taking a knee. You got like 3-4 players in the league taking a knee already in the NFL. So you still got that going on right now. So they're not standing for the flag and they ain't getting no punishment. But you keeping Colin Kaepernick. When you talk about Cap, you keeping him out the league just because you bitter. So you made it an even bigger problem by exposing your prejudiceness. And you're making him into a martyr. Why would you be bragging about the Cowboys? They scored 1 touchdown. I mean, 1 touchdown. And that was because of a pass interference call. So imagine if they didn't get the pass interference call, which that clearly wasn't pass interference. So they didn't get the pass interference call, but they had scored that touchdown. So you play 4 quarters of football, you score 1 touchdown off of pass interference, everything else is field goals. And you talking about, how about them Cowboys? Really? See, this is why the Cowboy fans end up disappointed every year. You're disappointed every year because you don't stand up to reality. You don't deal with the situations. You looking at, yeah, we won. Yeah, that's good for 1-0. You satisfied with that? To me, Dak Prescott played like crap. They still running this alphabet offense they got. And you talking about, how about them Cowboys? Yeah, how about them? They scored 16 points in the first half. The final score was 19-3. So in the second half, you only scored 3 points? And you had the ball all the, 30-something minutes? Almost 2 quarters of football more of possession you held the ball as far as time. And you only put up that many points? And y'all thinking Super Bowl? I would start scratching my head. Before I say, how about those Cowboys? You need to be cussing out the Cowboys. But let me get out of here because I got stuff I got to do and take care of. The Giants don't score. They didn't score last year. They had Odell Beckham. They scored 19 points in their last, 6 games last year? The Giants had trouble scoring. And that was with Mr. Superstar Odell Beckham. So if they didn't have him looking like David Beckham out there, they still had problems getting in the end zone. You got a superstar stellar defense, but you can't do your job on offense. Sounding like the Seattle Seahawks to me. Everybody's excited because football's back. Period. Week 1 don't mean anything. Players are starting to get in shape. Players are going to start to get hurt. That's just what it is. Because players are taking less OTAs, less practice. So that all it means is a sloppy first couple of weeks of football. No, Tom Brady is the goods. And he has a winning attitude and he puts the work in. That's why Tom is great. If you actually watch Tom Brady play football, then you would understand Tom Brady is that man. You're right. Tom Brady isn't a good quarterback. He's a great quarterback. Okay, you might be upset at Tom Brady, but Tom Brady is great. He's greatness. Yeah, come up with. So what did they do last year then? They won last year. What happened? They taped somebody? They deflated a ball? What happened? They won last year, so what that mean? Oh. Oh, you know what I hear? Excuses. Excuses. Tom Brady is Troy Aikman. How many Troy win? 3? Tom Brady already got his numbers and then some. He has the most touchdowns in postseason history, the most yards in postseason history. He holds every postseason record there is. Postseason is what matters. Peyton Manning got all the regular season records. But we're going in circles here. I got to get out of here. I'll holler at y'all later.